Stay the course. I will. Focus on my voice. I will. Don't let anyone lead you astray. I won't. Have you selected one? I have. Wow, you're real talkative, aren't you? Greetings, gamers, and welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm Connor Monroe, and today we're talking the main antagonist of FNAF Security Breach, Vanny, no last name given. Unless you decide to check out our top 10 reasons why Vanessa is Vanessa Afton. Doesn't mean she has to be the wife. She could just be a robot Elizabeth, huh? Anyway, let's move away from the good girl and focus on the bad with this list of the top 10 Scary FNAF Vanny Facts. Let's do it. Into 10, reluctant follower. Vanny is known as the reluctant follower. At least she was known as the reluctant follower at first, since the listing for the character on voices.com was reluctant follower, as to not spoil anything. And we know this is a real role thanks to Scott leaving Jessica Tang a splendid review saying she was very professional and he hopes to work with her again. And going over one of her voice demo lines called video game demo, scared, frightened, afraid, young, female, follower, obedient, we can clearly tell that the voice is meant to be Vanny, since the line goes, I understand. I'll do just as you ask, and yes, I've already selected one. Which goes back to the conversation we see on ScottGames.com's source code between Vanny and Glitchtrap, the one I said at the beginning of the video, where he tells her to stay the course and asks if she's selected one. The one in this case is probably going to be Gregory, unless he's simply a means to an end. And at 9, tampering. Vanny has been tampering with the animatronics, uploading Glitchtrap's AI into them, but apparently missing Freddy, maybe skipping because he's the main man that everyone checks on. This is confirmed by emails and special delivery which talk about someone tampering with the animatronics. We don't know what virus she's uploading to these animatronics. It could very well be one that she made, but it could also be the main glitchtrap virus that she herself is infected with. There are theories saying that she only messed with Roxanne and Monty and left Chica and Freddy out of it, which is interesting, but so far all we know is that she messed with some of the animatronics, and now they can't be controlled or even sometimes found. Since these emails came from Special Delivery, a game with out-of-control animatronics, it's easy to dismiss these as about those, but it makes even more sense for the emails to be about the animatronics we see in Security Breach. We shouldn't really even have access to these emails anyway, so why couldn't they be about something completely different? If you're enjoying this video, do me a favor and give this video a big ol' thumbs up so I don't have to upload my consciousness into your brain. You think that I'm an actual person? No, I'm a virus that's infiltrated these YouTube videos. Plus it lets me know what you want to see more of, so more likes means more FNAF. And at 8, theories. There are plenty of theories about the character of Vanny. Some think that she's a separate person. Some think that she has multiple personalities. Some think that she's a robot. Others have more sense. There are hundreds of Vanny theories all guessing different things, and any of them could be true. And multiple could be true at once. Vanny could have two versions, a suit version for Vanessa and a robot version Vanessa chases to make herself seem innocent. She could have multiple personalities, and she could end up splitting into two people in the game, since apparently anything goes in this series now, and many more. There is no way of telling what will happen, but it's interesting and fun to talk about, as long as people don't treat anything but there being theories as a fact. And it's 7, identity crisis. Speaking of theories, Vanessa is widely seen as the actual human version of Vanny. I mean human in the sense that we see her face and that she's actually, has a life, you know? The Vanny we know is just a servant, so in some ways a robot for William Afton, but not an actual robot, you know? Well, anyway, we seem to have a bit of an identity crisis on our hands, because she knows that she is possessed or controlled by William, as we can tell thanks to the emails from Security Breach once again, since Louis, the pretty creepy IT guy, asks why Ness, presumably Vanessa, searched for help by itself after looking things up that we know are William Afton based at the very least, if not him looking for them up through her. So we know she knows there is an issue. However, does she know what the issue is, or does she think that she's just losing time a lot? Only one way to find out. Wait for the game. And at 6, red eyes. When we see Vanny's jump scare in the reveal trailer and when we see her in the gameplay trailer, both jumping down the corridor and behind the staff sign, we see the mask has glowing red eyes. The confusing part is, how are her mask's eyes glowing red? There could be LEDs behind them, but that would make it really difficult to see out of. It could be an indication of being controlled by Glitchtrap, hell it probably is, but that still doesn't explain why it's happening. I guess perhaps since Glitchtrap is a virus she was infected with, he doesn't really need to use her eyes, or he could just be using the eyes of the suit. It could also be that this is just actually a robot version of Vanny that is chasing us with red eyes. But the movement is too realistic for even FNAF animatronics, so I'm probably going to keep that on the back burner. Let me know your theories down below, but she does have glowing red eyes. That's a fact, Jack. Halfway through number 5, plan. Vanny has a plan. We may not know it yet, but she has a plan and is currently acting on it. She needs Gregory for something since she has selected one, but she also needs other things. The animatronics on her side, William wants us to bring him what he wants, but what is that thing? Is it us? Is it an animatronic body? Could the Stitch Wraith just be an animatronic building itself up so William can use it as a body? Is that what she needs to find, or will any animatronic endoskeleton work? The entirety of her plan is obscured to us, only letting us know hints as to what the grand plan to resurrect William Afton is. If that is even her true plan. She could be trying to eliminate him once and for all, but is doing so from the inside for all we know. And at 4, suit. The suit Vanny wears is very clearly a suit, meant to be in a similar style to the glitchtrap suit, which suggests that William made it during one of his mind melds, where Vanessa went to sleep and he took over. The suit is patchy, with different materials and fabrics and sewn patches over certain places like the legs and arms. It's unknown if these are because of cuts or rips to the original suit, or if it's because they didn't have enough fabric to cover those sections. The stitching all over the body suggests that it is definitely a suit to be worn, but like, my thing is, if you're trying to catch Gregory, why dress in a creepy suit? Why not just make a, wait for it, normal mask and be a normal killer? I mean, like, I guess technically it's William. William Afton is a furry confirmed, okay? He could just be normal, but he chose to make a new suit. You're not even in your own body, dude. If you get caught, you don't go to prison. She does. Like, what? Why did you have to make another furry suit? William Afton is a furry confirmed, 100%. It's the only explanation. And at 3, fighting back. Vanessa, however, is fighting back against William's control. Not only does she try and search for help as indicated by FNAF AR emails, but she is also resisting his control to begin with, since he ends up searching for ways to induce compliance in human subjects. We learn about this also thanks to those FNAF AR emails, so there could be a happy ending to this game yet. William is losing control over Vanny, hence why he needs the animatronics, and hell, maybe as Vanny, he made a Vanny robot to control since he was losing his grip over Vanessa. Is this the way that Scott ends the game? Will Vanessa be successful in breaking free of William's grasp? Probably not, because it's Scott and he loves to make us cry. And scare the hell out of us. That too. And at 2, human masks. There is one particularly interesting email I saw from FNAF AR Special Delivery that was sent by none other than our IT stalker Louis and refers to Vanessa buying 3 realistic human male masks. Louis asks if they're for a screenplay, and unless that's a hint of what's going on with the FNAF movie, that's definitely wrong, my dude. The 3 masks could be put over animatronic robots was my first thought, kind of like a Michael skin suit situation, where it would be an endoskeleton but with realistic facial features and a thirst for blood. I don't really know what else 3 realistic male masks could be for. Like, honestly, like, do you have another explanation? Leaving them around to scare people, covering them with blood, and then leaving them around to scare people? Maybe it's to trick William into thinking she has Gregory? I honestly don't know why these masks were mentioned and nobody seems to be talking about them, so I had to bring it to your attention. Please help me figure out this one in the comments below. Maybe we can make like a community post about it or something and have a whole discussion based on it. Should we do that? Should we do like more like community posts about theories so we can collaboratively work on them, you know? I don't know, that sounds like a good idea to me. Would you want that? Let me know. Finally, and number 1, firsts. Vanny, assuming she is truly Vanessa, which the evidence seems to point to, is actually making way for everyone in the FNAF series, women and security guards alike. Vanessa is the first female night guard ever in the series. Thanks to the paychecks at the end of the other games, we know the characters in those are male, excluding FNAF VR since that's just redoing other games. In the first, it's Mike. Don't forget about Jeremy and Fitz. In Sister Location, we know we play as Michael, and FNAF 4, we probably play as the Crying Child, even though he isn't actually a security guard for anything other than his room. Vanessa is also the first night guard to have a face, a physical form that we get to see. Every other time in the series, we're the security guards, so we only assume that they look like us, since, you know, it's us we're playing. It's normal. And Michael doesn't really count because that's 8-bit. And Vanny specifically is the first main antagonist that attacks the player to not have some form of robotic part. In FNAF 1 and 2, it was the animatronics. In FNAF 3, it was Springtrap, who isn't an animatronic since he was still alive, but he did have robot parts. parts helping him move. In FNAF 4 it was the nightmares, and in sister location it was Baby. FNAF 6 had every animatronic, and the same with Ultimate Custom Night. Sure, Glitchtrap isn't an animatronic in FNAF VR, but he doesn't attack and jump scare us. Vanny, however, will. You go, girl. Make way for women in the FNAF series. I support it. What a queen. Ignoring the fact that she's gonna murder me. There we have it, friends, the top 10 Scary FNAF Vanny Facts. Thank you all so much for watching. I have been Ed Showerman, Connor Monroe, and I'll see you in another video. Assuming Vanny doesn't get me. I had to burp. Hair's still gone. Whatever. Really?
That was very subtle. It came and left and it came down.
Yeah, the train came and then a truck's like, alright, my time to shine. Time to be in the video.